show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun.
Either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who,
Guests and music and reviews.
Game of Thrones,
Winona too.
we promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
And this is Tara.
On today's episode, we are in person recording together.
I can hear it. I heard it.
See, you can hear it now.
I can hear things.
We thought it was finally time that we all got together into the same room and record a podcast, and that's what we're doing. So we're in my living room.
Drinking mules.
Drinking mules. We got lots of snacks.
Pizza rolls, chips, popcorn,
Yeah.
some cookies.
Dip.
We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Really good dip. And yeah, we're hanging out, and it's fun. And we went through all the trouble of getting here and bringing all the stuff, and we forgot to make up a rundown. So, but I think we put together something good, right? I think we got a show.
I feel like this is going to be free flowing.
Yeah,
The mood might strike. We might do a little sharp turn to a different topic. We'll see.
yeah, and I think that's what people want.
What do the people want?
But I think what the people really want are some celebrity birthdays.
Oh, do they? Do they?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm doing this differently than normal. In fact, let me make sure I didn't shut down. I may have shut down my page.
Boy.
Hold on, please. It'll just-
Pause.
Wendy.
Oh my gosh! Everything
unprofessional,
is
Wendy.
different, and I don't handle change well. All right. I'm going to start with the first birthday being August 27th.
Okay.
This is someone that I feel like Tara, at least at some point, had a little resemblance to. I think we used to talk about it. She started off, the first time I was aware of her was as New Becky on Roseanne. She went on to have a great career. She was on Scrubs, Sarah Chalk.
So,
However,
good on Scrubs.
New Becky was inferior to original Becky.
Of
I
course.
love Lacey Goranson. I love me some original Becky, but you know what? Sarah was great. She's got a birthday on August 27th. I mean, she hit her stride. She did Scrubs, and it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is Sarah?
I think she's turning 46.
Ooh. I'm going 48.
Kat, you're right. 48. Wow, sound effects and
Thank
everything.
you.
Didn't we used to say you kind of looked like Sarah, Tara?
Yes, you did.
Sarah, I mean, it's not well, you don't say that like it was an insult.
But
No,
It's
as
she's a
compliment.
very
as New Becky. No.
attractive
Yeah.
woman.
As New Becky. I
Right.
mean, New
As
Becky
New
was fine, but old Becky was,
Yeah, I look more like her as New
Quality.
Becky than on Scrubs.
yeah. Well, New Becky was, all right. She held the space for old Becky. Original Becky. All right, so I'm going to jump ahead here to September.
Okay, with a question mark? Yep.
Oh, I got to find the page. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
First, September 1st.
Okay. Wow, we're
A
already
young-
in September.
I know. A young actress who has really made her mark very quickly, I feel like. Zendaya. I feel like she just showed up and all of a sudden she was in everything.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
In your
And I'm-
opinion, is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
I might have seen her at Ralph's, but I doubt it. I don't think she probably does her own shopping.
She might.
But there was this woman who kind of looked like Zendaya, and she was very attractive. And two people I felt like went up to her as I was walking in the door, and they were like, they kind of seemed like fans. And I was like, that woman reminds me of Zendaya.
Huh.
I mean, it was Ralph's, so I've seen other people there. I'm
go
just
to
saying.
Ralph's.
I know
People
it
go
was
buy
your
food.
Ralph's.
it was a
Celebrity
Ralph's.
It's
I've
like
seen
right there at the bottom of the Hollywood Hills.
I've
It's
seen
like-
Jamie from Progressive there.
Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
other people there. So
I've
I'm
seen
saying.
Steve Carell there.
You saw Ryan Gosling there back in
Ryan
the day.
Gosling a while ago.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It may be Zendaya.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to say she's turning 25.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, wow. What was it, Kat? How convenient.
You're lucky you're sitting over there, Chadwick.
My yada.
Okay, fine. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to go 27.
28.
Oh,
28.
really?
She's 28.
Okay.
She's getting up there. Okay.
I know.
She's an old lady. Now, if you haven't seen her boyfriend, Tom, what's his last name?
Holland.
Tom
Holland.
Holland. His performance of Umbrella
Oh,
on Lip Sync Battle.
Yeah.
You should go watch that. It's
pretty-
for a treat.
pretty epic.
Zendaya was there
Yeah, because she
and was loving it.
didn't she do Janet Jackson?
Yeah, were they competing against each other?
Yeah, it's like a lip sync battle.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was pretty funny.
Janet Jackson,
I mean, I have a whole new appreciation for Tom Holland after that.
He committed to that role completely.
He wanted to make it something special.
He did, and he accomplished
really did.
it.
Yep.
By the way, Zendaya was also, I don't think she was that well known at the time. Season 2 of the OA.
Whoa! I didn't know
I
that.
know. I know.
No kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
I'm not lying about that.
You wouldn't kid about the OA.
I guess
No,
not.
I would not. I need to double check that. But no, that was her. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was her. I'm 99% sure she was in it.
All
Okay.
right.
So let's jump ahead. I'll check that while y'all are doing the
Please.
next thing. So I have 3. You can
Okay.
pick who you want to guess. We have Keanu Reeves on September 2nd, along with Salma Hayek and Mark Harmon. Which one do you want to guess?
Who should we go for, Tara?
Well, Keanu's been in the news recently. I believe that Wendy brought him up.
Let's do Keanu. He's
Yeah.
a good. Seems
Let's
like
do
a
it.
good dude. Good dude.
I'm going to say he's turning 60.
I'm going to say 62.
Crazy, but he's 60.
What?
I mean,
Nice job.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
so
he looks-
weird to think Keanu was 60.
I
And
know.
you know what I love? For a while he was a joke. And by the way, that wasn't Diet in the 08 season 2.
Nice job.
And then all of a sudden he after the 08 he was cool, and then he had John Wick, and now he's like just one of those cool, well-loved guys in Hollywood.
And he's apparently super nice dude and down to earth and all those things.
Nice.
You know, he's Canadian.
Yeah, and we will talk about Keanu when we talk about The Acolyte again later, because we're not letting that go.
No, there's a lot that we're not letting go
Yeah.
about the Acolyte.
I don't like to let things go.
But before that, let's talk about this week in SNOPing.
Ah.
All right, what have y'all been up to? Kat, anything?
Oh, what have I been up to? No, nothing.
Grocery shopping? No? Okay. Pass. That's what that was.
that is a pass for
Okay.
me.
Well, we have some beautiful cookies here as part of our spread.
They
and
are beautiful.
Yeah, and Wendy brought these.
I have a
and
story.
okay. All right.
Let's
Please
hear
do.
the
What
story.
kind of cookies are these?
So these are Dolly Parton's sugar cookie kit, and these were gifted to us by Anne.
I think it was.
We're pretty sure. If it was you, please let us know. It's been a while. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
So they were given to us sometime last year, and we just haven't gotten together. And
I know.
we wanted to
I
make and
know.
eat these when we were together.
They are Christmas, by the way.
They are Christmas. I didn't think they were, but they are Christmas.
Christmas in August.
They expired in July,
Oh.
July 23rd. So we're just
I think that says Best Buy.
Best
right?
Buy.
Best Buy.
Best Buy, the end of July. Just over a month old. Look, I've eaten
Yeah.
things far older than this,
Exactly.
and I've been
Don't-
fine.
Just ignore
I'm not
the
worried.
Best Buy
Now that
date.
part's not the problem.
Oh.
The problem is I went straight from work. I'm like, I'll make those cookies because what else we're gonna eat on? This is our time to get
This
together.
is the time to shine.
So I went to the store. I didn't have. I wasn't able to look at like the box and everything. But I Googled it and it was like you need an egg and some water and butter, 4 tablespoons of butter, whatever teaspoons, whatever the measurement is on those
Sure.
stick butters.
Well, which one did you use, Wendy? Did you
The
did you
the
look?
right one.
Okay,
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. So I got home and then I pull out this recipe thing and I'm like, oh, okay, here's what you do. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god,
wait.
it's like a whole card.
it's
Then
a
I'm like, wait,
booklet.
there's another recipe on the back. And then wait,
Uh-oh.
there's a whole nother recipe here. Which one do I do? And then so I looked, I'm like, okay, this one says like 45 minutes. I ain't got that time.
So there's different directions.
Right.
Oh, they're
This
like
one
different
also
little types
needs
of cookies.
brown sugar and cinnamon and all this. So
That's
the
not
one,
helpful.
The one I did, then I had the ingredients for the one I made, which was these. You're supposed to bake them and then put a little indentation and put the icing in the indentation and the sprinkles. So,
Sure.
but I didn't have peppermint sticks, but I had those round peppermint.
Why
mints.
wouldn't you have pepper sticks? That's a staple.
But I had those-
Pantry
Yeah, I
staple.
got a
You'd
box
think.
of them in the.
But I had those round peppermint mints, so I'm like, oh, these are good enough.
Oh, you like.
So I
busted
did
them
like
up.
6 of them, and I just busted them in a bag and put them in the mix.
Very clever.
And then I had butter, and it said 4 of whatever the unit was. but it may have been a little less because it was the end of the package. So I put it in and I mixed everything. I'm like, this seems dry. So I had put in the correct water. I'm like, I'll just keep adding a little water. And then I got it at consistency that I could actually make into a ball.
Sure.
Because then you had to put it in a ball.
Right.
Like 12 of them on the thing. And you had to flatten them with your hand. And you cook them for like whatever minutes, 12 to 14 minutes till they were a little brown on the outside.
Okay.
Now pull them out and then you get them off that and put on your wire rack. I'm like, well, I have the wire rack that goes into my my air fryer. I'll use that.
Dolly thinks we have a lot of gear.
I know.
So I did a spoon and I put the little holes, but it was kind of hard. Like they were a little extra, but I put them in the minimum time.
Okay.
And so then I put them on the wire tray, let them cool, and I started doing the icing. And I tried to put it in the little hole that I made, but it just didn't work right. And I'm like, well, how can I get all the toppings? Maybe they got these little pretty decorative toppings, little things to put on there, sprinkles.
Yeah, snowflakes.
And I thought, well, they're not just gonna sit on top of that. So I'm gonna do what it does on the box and just spread the icing around.
Great.
So I just started spreading the icing around so the sprinkles would stick.
Yeah, they look great.
They look
So
amazing.
they may have had too much water. They may be expired. I don't know, but let's
We'll find
try
out
them and
later.
see.
Well, we're gonna take a bite right now.
Yeah, wait, can somebody hand me one?
Oh.
I already
Did
ate
you
one.
already-
I already ate.
Tara.
Were we doing like a toast?
Yeah,
thing?
we're doing a
Holy-
taste
I
test.
Try
I
it
ate my
once.
cookie.
Tara. Wow.
I didn't know.
Unbelievable.
Well, don't spoil it. Don't
Yeah, no
spoil it.
spoilers.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Let's all take a bite.
Taking a
in
bite.
3, 2, 1, bite. It's not bad.
Great.
Real good.
It's like a sugar cookie.
That's a sugar cookie.
With icing, and then I think the peppermints are supposed to be maybe a little more fine, so there's probably chunks of pepper. It's whatever. Adds a little something.
Tastes great to me.
Yep.
Oh, I'd eat them all. Yeah, this is good. Okay.
I eat them all.
All right.
Now, Tara, when you broke our agreement and ate that cookie
I
early,
heard no such agreement.
what was your first reaction?
I thought they were good, and I was silently commenting to myself what the Wendy was talking. And I was like, oh, because I thought, oh yeah, they're very nicely brown. They're very good. They're not burned, but they're. Oh shit! You're gonna have some on your couch.
That's fine.
Yeah, and they were
Very
very
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, they're delicious.
All right.
Good consistency. They're not too dry.
Good.
They're not, yeah, you did good.
Because I added extra water.
Okay.
I added just enough.
Right.
Master baker.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right.
I've got
Thanks.
some sprinkles in my
Anne
crotch right now.
Whoever it was. And Dolly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Dolly for existing.
Yes.
No,
Okay, so
that's
we're
every day.
Always.
Gathering some
Exactly.
sprinkles.
Well,
Okay.
Tara and I can eat these cookies because you know what we did yesterday?
Speaking of cookies.
I'm not going to say ran because if you watch the Olympics, you saw running.
Sure.
We jog walked / moved in a forward direction for 11 miles.
That's pretty good.
It's
It's a long time.
Yeah. But we did good. We did well. Luckily, the temperatures were a little lower. Took us about, 3 hours?
I like to pretend when we do these long runs that we're hobbits. And we have different points, like, we're running around Middle Earth.
Okay.
And we have different, we're kind of moving like hobbits too. We have different points that we're trying to get to throughout, so
Okay.
we have like coffee shop number 1. That's our first bathroom break, and where we get a little snack.
Okay.
And then we go to the park number 1, park 2.
Okay.
Then we go to coffee shop 2,
Got it.
Aroma Cafe.
Got
it. Yeah, for a bathroom break and more snacks. Then we go do a big loop around the neighborhoods and then back to coffee shop 2. Back to park 1,
Okay.
then back. So it's a whole, I have to have it mapped out in my head. Like I said, I'm terrible at running. If you ask me to run that in laps, I just wouldn't do it. I
Yeah.
would give up after 2
It's-
laps and be like,
it's tough.
I'm bored.
It's tough.
But if I can visualize and have like my points along the way, then it's much easier.
That's good.
So that's what we did. So I have to just think, don't think about the whole thing overall. I'm a hobbit and I'm just trying to get to the next place.
It's a good way to think about it. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that
That's
much.
really smart.
I've got 3 movies to get there. And I've got
That's how long it
lot
took
of
us.
stops.
Took us the length of a Lord of the Rings. Took us the length of a flight to or from Dallas.
No, no. Oh, yeah, this. That.
It's
I
a
thought
big
you were
take.
going to
It's
say
the length of one
New
Lord of the Rings movie.
Not a flight to New Zealand.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 weeks from now
Wow.
is the actual run.
Okay.
So
Are you guys excited? You feel
I
like you're
am.
ready to go?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
hey,
I'm
Kat.
Yeah.
I looked online. They still have. You can still sign up if you want to join us with no training whatsoever.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. No, I think I'm just going to eat some more of these cookies
That sounds
and
better.
some pizza rolls.
That's fair.
But thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. Well, Rachel and I are doing the 10K on Saturday, and then the half marathon.
Why?
I don't know. I know why. It's because I want the special medal. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas,
I see.
like special Jack Skellington medal. And I
Okay.
thought, sure, I can do that. This was in January when we signed up,
Yeah.
and now
a long time
I'm
ago.
like, wow. I don't know. Kind of wish I could just do the half marathon.
Well, you could.
It would. So I'm gonna do that 10K real slow.
Sure.
Like, what's the cutoff time? And I'm gonna aim for that.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
then the same thing with the half marathon. What's the cutoff time? I'm aiming for that.
Well, I'm glad I didn't sign up.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait to hear all about it.
Well, once you're at the race, when you're at the actual race and you're at Disney, you're around all these other runners, they got music pumping, everybody's excited.
Yes.
It's easy. Like, I feel good. Like, what we did on Saturday, I feel good about doing the whole 13. Just because
Sure.
it'll be hard, but at least it's fun.
And it's
Yeah.
in
So
the
to speak.
park, right? You're running
You
in.
go outside a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of it's in the park. I need to look
Yeah,
at the
you
route.
run like the first 4 or 5 miles in the park. You run
Cool.
the whole of both parks, and then
Got it.
Then you venture out into Anaheim. But the streets are lined with people cheering
Fans.
you on.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, our fans will be there.
Of course, tons of fans.
like you, right?
Can we expect to see you at the finish line?
It
Kat?
starts at 5.
Non-committal noise.
Okay. We'll see what happens with that.
Well, I'm sure that there will be at least a story or two that will come out of that weekend.
Oh, of
so
course.
yeah, we're
Yes.
excited to listen and hear all about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to on the map where the snack stops are.
Right.
And the drink stops.
Very good.
Where the coffee shops are along the way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make this an enjoyable. And there's characters. You can stop and get pictures
Oh,
with characters,
see,
which
that is so fun.
there's often lines. So I never usually wait in the lines. I think once I did, but most
Okay.
of the time I just try to get the character behind me and do a selfie and keep going.
That's great.
Because if I stop for all the pictures, I'll never finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the thing. They have this for the half marathon. It's a 3.5 hour time limit.
Is it really?
Yes.
Son of a...
Why do you think I've been so nervous, Wendy, this whole freaking
Well,
time?
now I'm nervous.
Are you serious?
I didn't
Are
know
you
it was only...
serious? That's why I've been like,
Oh,
we gotta.
crap.
Yeah, that's why
I might
said-
not finish.
No, you're gonna
no.
finish. I looked the time we'll finish. We're going slower. We took extra time yesterday. You know, the coffee shop.
Well, I wasn't nervous till now.
Wendy looks very nervous.
She's like, nah.
God.
Now, okay, 3.5 hours from the last corral to go.
Well, then...
Okay.
Well, which might be me.
Are you?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. One of the. We're definitely not in the first corrals.
Well, but
we're not trying to win the thing.
no, but don't you think they? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Never mind.
And I think but that's kind of what the crazy thing is. And then they set up all these fun meet and greets. And
That's
I'm
not
telling you,
fair.
the lines are like 40 people long.
Yeah, like,
sometimes at each one.
Who's doing them? Like,
So
there's no way you don't have
unless they're
time.
then running a 6-minute mile the whole rest of the way. I don't think that those are the people that are going to be stopping for the Mickey and Minnie pictures.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So I don't know how strict they are. They kind of throw that time out there.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to scoop anybody up unless it's real, especially if you're out of the park. You
Yeah,
know? It's
yeah.
like,
That's true.
get out of here. We need
Right.
to open to make money.
Sure.
But that's why they have you run through the park first.
Ah,
and then
that
you're in the streets.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
So,
It's gonna be great.
yeah, don't worry. I feel.
Stay tuned.
It's gonna be awesome.
Well, for this next segment, we have a celebrity in our midst here.
What?
And we're going to talk about her in just a second. So just hold, please.
Holding. I know.
I have no idea what's happening.
That's the plan.
What is happening? I don't know what this is. Is there a kitten?
No, it's not a kitten.
No, sorry.
Sorry. Well, now you're
Now everything else is a disappointment.
okay. I'm gonna move my mic over here.
Oh, good.
I have no clue.
So, it was about, what is today? It was about a month ago when a ceremony took place for the Broadcasting Emmys.
Oh no.
And one of our very own Wendy Woody was, if you don't know, nominated for an Emmy. Nominated for an Emmy for a broadcast that took place here in Los Angeles.
Los
when
Angeles Emmy.
There was a fire that broke out under the 10 freeway. It was a big deal.
It
because
was.
They had to shut down
was
the
a-
entire freeway.
It was a huge news story in LA.
So at that time, Wendy was directing. And so live on air, Wendy had to direct this breaking news and was nominated, one of 3 nominations for an entire station.
Whoa.
Wait, I think there was more.
No, there wasn't. Your station,
Did you look this up?
I looked it up.
Oh,
You were
wow,
one
okay.
of only 3 for your entire station.
Wow, we need to
And
get
it
better.
was one of the biggest categories with the breaking news, the live during the morning broadcast.
Big deal.
So what I'm looking for is anybody see my phone? Because I had a whole thing probably sitting on it.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's under the bag. It's under the bag.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
This is well planned, whatever it is you're doing.
All right. So I just want to highlight some of your other
Oh no.
achievements here.
I love this.
She's a DGA member with the likes of Steven Spielberg, winner of the Golden Scoop for her volunteering and philanthropic efforts.
Oh, yeah.
With cats.
Winner
It's
of
called
the-
Litter Scoop.
Winner of the Friskies Film Festival.
Oh, it did?
Winner of SBCA
Was one
Film
of the
Festival.
finalists.
Lucasfilm Star
Oh my
Wars
gosh.
Fan Film Award at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So, and again, has been a news director for over 20 years and editor as well.
Something like that.
So today we're saluting her for not only being an exemplary human being and friend, but a
No.
multifaceted and
What is
talented
that?
director and editor. So you were nominated for the Emmy and you did not win the Emmy.
Happy just to be nominated.
Yes, but I can say pretty confidently that I'll never in my lifetime be nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Nor will most people on planet Earth.
Yes.
So you may not have won the Emmy, but you did win the Reese.
Ooh, Reese's. What is this? Oh
So
my
you've won the
goodness.
Reese. It is a trophy filled with Reese's.
And I love it has like
couple of
antennae.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Wow.
Start the light show. We
This
couldn't get a drone show together, but we got those glow sticks.
As
for
close
you.
as we could
Yeah.
come. And here's the thing.
This is
Wendy,
impressive.
you didn't say a damn thing about being nominated for an Emmy. Tara later
Well, I
was
did
like,
to them when we were.
When
I
we're
forgot.
we're at Comic-Con.
right.
She goes, oh, by the way, this thing is on. They're doing this right now. I would have gone if I wasn't here. I could have gone to our Emmys for broadcast news but I was here at Comic-Con, so I couldn't go because I'm nominated this year, so I could have gone, and we're all like, what?
What? And so Tara texts, she's like, did you know Wendy got nominated for a gosh darn Emmy? I said, obviously I didn't, because she didn't say anything. You're so modest, Wendy.
Well,
it is such a big deal. And now we can say that we are a Emmy nominated podcast.
Basically.
We got to ride that,
Yeah.
Congratulations, Wendy. That is a
Congratulations.
huge deal.
Thank you.
Our very own Wendy Woody.
Yes.
Well, if I had won, I would have had to
Speech.
pay like $350 for the actual statuette.
Okay.
Which I would have.
Yeah.
But
Can
this
I
one
get
is
2?
free.
Yeah.
And has chocolate. It has Reese's.
Yes.
Yes. And you have to give a speech.
Thank you for the award. I would like to say I did an excellent job on that show that was nominated, but I don't remember a thing about it. But apparently it was good.
Yeah. Apparently.
Apparently there was a lot of breaking news, and we were undergoing a set redesign, so the anchors were up in the newsroom.
Amazing.
So it was all different, and it probably had a lot of red graphics and fire video. And I guess I didn't mess up, and it got nominated.
So to be fair, this would have been your speech. You're I guess I did.
Actually, I don't think it. Look, it was for the show itself. if we had won, I don't know if I would have even given a speech because it's like the overall thing. It's like the producer.
Oh, I see. The team.
Yeah, so it's not like my directing is itself, but
Well,
that specific show. So, but it was a comment. Like I'm sure if I screwed it up, I wouldn't have been nominated. But
Right.
so it's like the producer, me, probably the editors. But
Would've
I don't
looked like
know.
shit without you.
It would have.
Exactly.
It honestly.
Like a hot mess.
Some
pile of
days,
shit.
some days it would have without me, and some days it looks worse because of me. But a lot of times, if I wasn't directing, it would have looked like crap. So there you go.
Good for you, Wendy. Good for you.
Yay.
I'd hope after that long, I kind of know what I'm doing
I would think so.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Congrats.
I guess it was good. It got nominated. We lost to Spectrum News.
Spectrum
I
had.
don't- where is that?
To compare, Spectrum News had like 25 nominations.
They
hell?
Yeah.
apparently they're very good.
yeah, they're.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So compare
Okay.
that. You got 3. You work for NBC.
Yeah.
Right?
Huge.
We
In the
barely
number
got
2
any awards.
market, right?
broadcaster,
So
yeah.
you got. You were one of 3 for
That's
your station.
it's a big deal.
I'll
Yeah,
take
it's
it.
a big-
I'll
big
take
deal.
it. But you know what? Next year, I want to win, man. I want that trophy.
Yeah.
I want
So
to
let's
win. I want that trophy.
I want
so
that.
dance good.
I want that for you.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
hope for another breaking news subject where I don't think no one like was seriously hurt or anything in that specific. It was a huge fire
Yeah.
that burnt out the entirety of Under the 10 freeway. It was in downtown Los Angeles. When a freeway in downtown Los Angeles gets burnt to a crisp,
That's a big deal.
where they shut down, they had to rebuild the 10 and they thought it was going to take months, but then like federal funding came in and they got it done in like a week.
I know they're like, it's fine.
Which
Trust
is
us.
Yeah, trust us.
Incredible.
Yeah, it is. But it was like totally halted Los Angeles. So it was a big thing when this was happening.
Well, here's what I'm hoping for this year. We don't need a tragedy. Like, I mean, no one died, like I said, but a big thing like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, if they submit one of our our Olympic shows.
Oh, good idea.
Because I did some good stuff on the Olympic shows.
Awesome.
So maybe
Okay.
they'll submit one of those and I'll get. Although the producer I normally work with was not producing them. But whatever. I don't care. I'll run over her. Just give me my Emmy. I don't care who produces. As long as I'm directing and I get an Emmy, I'll take it.
It's so cutthroat when it comes to the Emmys.
Hey, look. You know what? I'm old, man. My time's running
You're-
short.
Okay, Wendy.
I got it. It's now or never.
Stop it, please.
Now or never.
It's now or I'll never get to say that about Demi. It's now
I know,
I
that's
guess
true,
I
right?
can, but it's not gonna make it.
Thank you for my
difference.
award.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
It's well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved. Should we jump into the mail sack?
There's the food predator
Do
is
we have
here.
Interloper.
The scavenger has arrived.
So we're recording in my living room, which is directly attached to the kitchen, and my wife is hungry, so she's gonna get some food. Hello.
Oh, I thought he was coming for our food.
Hello.
yeah, we got some more food. Hi.
No, she can't eat any of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm eating it.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
But yeah, let's jump in the old mail sack.
Oh.
Wendy, are you ready?
I'm
Are
ready.
you
I am
prepared?
ready. Let's read some
Okay.
mail.
Do it.
I mean, we only have 2, but they're both very long.
They are.
Not surprisingly, the first is from 8K, and it's long. Subject, just like old times. 8K says, guys, you're back. Totally amazing. Classic Snop. I love it. Does that mean we just rambled a lot?
Probably.
Cat ladies for Kamala. Hey, let's just indulge for one moment in a fantasy world where America is finally ready to, and Kamala wins the election. There's a song from years ago that has the line where the president is never black, female, or gay. And so far, you've only touched one off that list. I mean, out gay. Okay, I have my suspicions about Buchanan and
out
Abe
gay.
and Reagan.
Got it. Amazing.
Look, we're trying, AK. We're trying.
We're trying so
I
hard.
mean, I feel like if it's not now, then when? I mean,
right.
my goodness. Oh, come on. You guys know The Office, which what is a British thing first, right? That the U.S. version was a ripoff of the U.K. one? You don't honestly think it's the other way around.
No.
Hilarious.
AK has got so pissed.
Definitely know that the
We know.
Office versions were based off the UK versions.
With Ricky
so that's kind of why I'm wondering
Yeah.
if the Australian version will have those same character
Yeah, like
type.
archetypes.
Pretty
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of them. I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Really?
I never watched The Office.
Wow. You should. Probably
Well,
like it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Parkour. I know that.
Yeah, parkour.
You know I always write these emails on my phone, right? The typos are inevitable. It's sweet you think I do everything deliberately, but I don't. And of course I meant unexpected that you were in the press room, not unexpected that you did an amazing job. When have I ever dragged you that hard, huh? Not since I met Max, huh? I'm super nice to you nerds these days, mostly, right? I was at a festival a few weeks ago, waiting in a queue for a food stand, and this voice cuts over the story, loud music, and through my earplugs yells, "Hey, I love your hat." This is understandable. My festival hat that day was a purple straw Stetson covered in badges.
Nice.
That's buttons to you weirdos who don't understand the difference between things you use to fasten clothing and things you use to decorate clothing with pictures and slogans.
Burn.
Gotcha. In the traditional festival style. This kid has a waistcoat that's a vest to you weirdos.
Waistcoat. Oh, vest.
Waistcoat.
Okay.
Yeah. Who don't understand the difference between underwear and outer layers. With badges all over it in the traditional festival style. So I say, "Ta, I love your waistcoat too." The kid, I say kid, I gonna guess late teens, early 20s, but who knows? Ages are hard to guess, right, Kat?
How dare you?
Points to one badge and says, "Look, snap, me too." It's a they-them badge, so I say, "Awesome." And then nothing. I got nothing. Introvert social anxiety kicks in, and I can't think of a single damn thing to say. I mean, okay, I'm struggling with the noise levels, but we just sort of looked at each other for a bit and then went back to queuing. I feel terrible about it. No. I've been around the block a couple of times. I'm probably twice this kid's age, and I can't think of a damn thing to say. Encouragement, sympathy, solidarity, anything. Why? Because I'm English and an introvert. I don't know, whatever. Big dumb brain drawing a cannot speak card at the most unhelpful moment. I doubt I'll meet the kid again, but I might meet another at some point, and I would love to do better than awkward staring in the future. How do you guys talk unexpectedly to total strangers without your mind going completely blank? This is one reason I don't want to meet folks like Amy Acker, swoon, because I would just stare blankly and make an arse of myself. Ho hum, thank God for email. Am I right, Sir AK? I get it, AK. Sometimes I have to fake my way through it. And I have no doubt I have stared blankly at Amy Acker at some point in my life, thinking of all the things I should be saying and not coming up with one that actually comes out of my face. I get it.
Yeah. You know, it can be hard, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have any go-to lines?
How you doing?
How you doing? Mine's how's the weather?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
classic.
That's
Good one.
original.
I like that.
Hey, are you having a good time?
Oh, yeah, having a good time.
You having
Yeah.
a good time?
We're having fun here, no?
That's a weird way to say that.
How about them Cowboys?
Okay.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you like cats?
Yeah. Thoughts on cats? Thoughts on dogs? I mean, I can't. It sounds like it maybe was a little awkward, but trying to place myself in that situation, I don't know what else I would have said.
Yeah.
All right, haha. Then you just kind of like give like a little thumbs up, like,
like,
yeah. And then you just kind of like, okay. Then you move on.
Strangers are
I
hard.
think it's okay. I think. I
Yeah.
don't know what else.
I doubt it was as awkward as you remember it being.
Right.
Okay.
Did the other person look like they were feeling very awkward, or like they had more to say the more that they wish you had said?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was something on the table there, or was it kind of like, all right, we shared that moment. Sometimes you just share a moment, and that's it.
And that's
you just
great.
gotta
Move on.
And that's
move on.
it's good, right? You don't need to make a whole thing out
I
of
mean,
it.
I guess next time you could have asked them for their email and then said, I can't think of anything else to say right now, but I'll probably think of some stuff later if I can get your email.
That's fun.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
That's a good pickup line.
Right.
I don't have anything clever right now, but I'll think of it later.
And email you.
Could I get your email?
Or your number. I could text
Can I
you.
get your number?
Okay.
I'll text. That is a fun line. I would
It
use
is.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never use any line, but I would use that one.
Or just be like, you know what? I'm stunned by how beautiful
Okay,
you are right now.
so hold on,
So like, I
because-
can't, and I have so much more I want to say to you right now, but I'm just feeling a little
Rendered speechless.
rendered speechless. So can I get your number so I can text you later?
I
and
feel like
fill you in?
that's not the energy that AK was looking for.
fair.
Hey, learn from your mistakes and
Fair.
use it.
Yeah.
And now work with Max and practice some scenarios
There you go.
of when you have to talk to strangers.
That's perfect. Yeah.
right. What did you and Max talk about when you first met?
Yeah.
Like, how did you start up that conversation?
Yeah. Pretend you're talking to Max.
Yeah. Well, that's probably not always the energy.
You might say something inappropriate.
Yeah. I don't know if we were helpful there, but
I don't know. I doubt we were.
no.
We're always helpful.
I've got one.
Hey,
Got an email
okay.
From Beck.
Oh, good.
All right. No subjects.
Oh, of course.
Beck says, "Hey nerds."
Hey,
Beck.
Beck.
Okay.
Pretty
So
good.
much better in person.
I know, right?
I apologize in advance for this being long, and I have really been in an energized mood all day. I just installed a dog door in my kitchen for the animals and ended up ripping up all the vinyl in that room because I saw a hint of nice floorboards underneath.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
How you doing?
The come down is bound to happen soon. No, okay. Well, that's leaving us on the hook there. Were there nice floorboards
Yeah.
underneath? Did you rip up the whole thing and you had like beautiful, like you
Hardwood?
see in, shows? that
yeah,
it's
the
like you rip it up
renovation
and it's like, oh,
shows.
I think there's hardwood under here. And
It's like this treasure.
okay, so what happened there? All right. Moving on. Okay, first things first. I'm not really excited about the Aussie version of The Office. I'm not really a big fan of Felicity Ward, who's the main character. Okay, so Beck does know who Felicity Ward is because we had no
We'd
idea.
asked, yeah.
All right. The folks in the UK may be familiar with her too. I believe she lives there now.
Mm.
She's part of our queer community, so I like that about her. But I just find her to be a lot.
Okay.
I've heard that before.
Oh.
This might be different though.
About yourself or about Felicity?
No, about me.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know who Felicity is. This might be different though because it's not her stand-up. It's an actual scripted thing. So who knows? Well, that's true. A lot of times I don't like people with their stand-up, but I don't mind them. Okay. Speaking of TV, I did enjoy you guys ranting about not giving shows a chance anymore. It's very frustrating. It makes me not want to ever watch a new show right away unless it's specifically labeled a limited series. Then I at least won't become invested in something that can get canned. Look at Parks and Rec. That is a perfect example of an awesome show that had a terrible first season. Sometimes on a rewatch, I don't even bother with the first 6 episodes. If that show was made now, it would have been canceled so quick and it wouldn't have had Galentine's Day or Treat Yourself. And that would be a damn shame. That's very true.
It is true.
On to Ray Gun. If you're not familiar, Ray Gun is the Olympic, quote, athlete, unquote,
Yes, from Australia.
from Australia that competed in the breaking competition.
Yeah.
Okay, on to Ray Gun. I have a very unpopular opinion concerning her. I love her. Everything is going on. Everyone is going on about how embarrassed they are to be Australian, complaining about our tax dollars paid to send her over there. But I couldn't care less. I'll agree that it was a terrible routine, and she did take someone's spot who could have done better. But that routine brings me so much joy every time I watch it. And it brought Suze and I closer together through our love of Kath and Kim.
If you know,
If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know.
It's a show. Isn't Kath and Kim is
Yeah, it's like
Show.
a sketch
Okay.
sketch comedy show, I
Okay.
think.
in Britain, I think.
Yes.
British, okay.
Australian sitcom.
Oh, it's Australian?
Never
Oh,
mind.
it's
We
Australian.
got it wrong
Okay.
on every possible level.
Right. I also watched a video of her dancing at the closing ceremony surrounded by other athletes, and she was dancing so well.
That's hilarious.
So I'm not sure what's going on. Is that true?
I don't
I'm
know.
messing with this.
I watched the closing ceremonies, but I forwarded through a lot of the dancing.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Can you
Google that.
imagine being the type of person who's embarrassed to be Australian because of that, though? Get a life. Plus, her and her family and
Whoa.
friends receive so much harassment after all that, which is so stupid.
Well, that's not cool.
Ultimately, because of this, she's the real winner anyway. She's all anyone could talk about. Who
true.
even won? I couldn't tell you what country won, let
No.
alone the person's name.
Good point.
I think
Also-
it's Japan, I think.
Why is breakdancing an Olympic sport?
Mm.
I know it's gone now, but come on. Other dancing isn't included, so you'd think that would add something like ballroom dancing before breakdancing. That's very true. I didn't really even think about that.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Like,
fair
it's also-
point.
there's a lot of other types like of dancing that could have.
It's pretty athletic, but I still
Competitive
think it was-
dancing, yeah.
Right. Okay. That's good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
fair,
Also, I could do without skateboarding. They all fell so much.
Back.
I can fall, I guess.
Come
I mean,
on.
that's true. I
Back.
could do that.
Really?
I can live without that.
Skateboarding is so fun.
That's what the X Games are for, Kat.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Speaking of Olympics,
Unbelievable.
I learned a fun fact while watching this year. I apologize if I've told you guys this already. I know I talked to someone about it, but I don't remember who. Anyway, The Matildas could have a starting 11 of just queer players if they wanted to.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's cool.
That's not even all of them. Our team is so gay.
Very good. Congratulations.
Are they on that list of the very long list of queer soccer players?
I don't think they won anything.
Oh, did they even make it this year? Or was that Brit?
No, they did make it, but they got kicked out.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
Sorry. Finally, I saw a post the other day, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. It said, we're bugs born... Ew. It said, were bugs born knowing they could walk up walls, or did they accidentally figure it out? I like to think the first time they worked it out because two gossipy bugs were walking.
What the hell are
and
we
got
talking
too
about?
distracted by the gossip that they just found themselves halfway up a wall and ran back to the little bug community to share their discovery. Love you guys. That's something to think about.
Okay.
I've never thought about that, but I like the idea that they were just so distracted they didn't realize they're walking up a wall.
Right.
So.
It's kind of like that theory. You don't really know that you can't do something until
you
do
try
it.
it.
Right. And if you never try, you'll never know.
It's a good life lesson.
Yeah. Those bugs.
Thank you, Beck.
Maybe that's what Beck was getting at.
Sure. Until she tells us otherwise, we're going to go with it.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Should we jump into some nerd news?
Let's do so.
Nerd news, nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
So, The Acolyte. There was a lot of support so we know it got canceled, and we've talked about that last week. And a lot of people suddenly came out of the woodwork defending the show, including. My laptop just died.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. Come on back now.
Including Rolling Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of news outlets had a lot of things to say. Wish they would have said something a little earlier, like when the show was out.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, God.
That was
God,
inappropriate.
not now.
Technical
Not now.
issues.
Yeah, but Rolling Stone put out an article called "Can the Best of Star Wars Survive the Worst of Its Fans?" So
I love that. I love that title because it's something that we've been saying for a while, and I'm sure listeners are sick of us saying it. But the Star Wars fanboys are the worst of the worst. And they are so vile and say some really gross, disgusting things. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that someone like the Rolling Stone that has such like a high profile is calling them out. There's one little snippet that I want to read from the article. It says, these fans say they're fighting for Star Wars' future, but in their endless fantasy world can't accept any stories that they don't recognize. Some of the self-professed biggest fans in all the worlds could be closing themselves off to any future at all. Clamoring for a return to the original movies aren't just talking nonsense. They're ruining their chances to see the franchise they love grow into any meaningful way. Star Wars is about a galaxy filled with endless choices, battles, and people trying to make a difference. The fans who are loudest at the moment aren't just willfully ignoring Lucas's original vision. They're making their own world smaller in the process.
Yeah.
Here.
And if all you wanted the original stories, then just fine. Put those on a loop on your own television and don't watch the rest of them and ruin it for everybody else.
Leave us
enjoying
alone.
seeing different stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of these articles talk about like you didn't even give it a chance. In this world of 8 episodes to make an impact or you're done.
Yeah.
Talking about just like the state of streaming TV, like what it takes to, and how many shows like we talked about before. You need to find your rhythm sometimes before you get good. And I feel like it's a lot of these people that hated it before they even knew what it was. And there was a tweet that's like, look, most of the people fighting for the show, they know it's not perfect. They know it had flaws. They know it had issues. But it also had something we hadn't seen before as far as like in characters and whatnot. it at least deserved a chance. If you're going to put 180 million, it was an expensive show, and someone said you don't have to spend 180 million dollars to make this show.
No.
But like if you're going to put that much into one season, you owe it to do another one, to let it have time to find its audience.
Sure.
Probably save money by doing both 2 seasons at one time.
Right.
Probably.
And let's not forget, this is the same company who built and spent like $100 million on a Star Wars themed hotel and closed it after a year. So
Yep.
that, I mean, it's Disney, guys. They have the money.
Yeah.
They
do.
have the money. Like, give it a goddamn chance.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like they have that many original shows of this type. You know, just every a few a year where they're really pushing it like this.
Yeah.
And it's what else you got? You know, I don't know.
But it's interesting to see how many just, like IGN, I think Empire, some of these are online, but like sort of the reputable sci-fi sites have said this was a mistake. And it doesn't mean they listen to the haters that already hated it because it had a black female lead probably from the beginning. And it wasn't a perfect show. But it had things they didn't like, so they decided it just shouldn't exist.
Right.
And it was ruining Star Wars. And how dare you put this on air? And it's disgusting and it's horrible. And I don't know if Disney listened to that. I don't know if that influenced people. I mean, I didn't love the show till the end. And then I was like, okay, I saw enough to think, okay, give it a second chance.
Yeah, this has a lot of potential.
Yeah. Far worse shows get renewed.
Yes.
But it's interesting. It's kind of taken on a bigger life than just a show got canceled. It was like
Right.
a show that pushed boundaries as far as like who they cast in the Star Wars world. A show that didn't necessarily tie into Luke Skywalker. Or, you didn't know how it was going to get there. There may have been hints at the end that it tied into things we heard about.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. If you didn't like a lot of the main cast, a lot of them aren't going to come back anyway.
Right.
So,
Right. That's true.
I mean, things happened. So, and I did read, apparently Kathleen Kennedy is in place till second quarter 2025. I don't know how much of this has to do with her. I don't know if it's money, people saying this financially isn't a good... I feel like financial is what's driving this as opposed to like, that was a good creative show that took a little bit to maybe find its footing. Let's try it again. It's like, the numbers didn't work, can it?
And again, I just don't understand how all that works with streaming. Like, what are they...
Yeah.
Most people that are going to watch this show already have Disney Plus for... all the others, because it's where all the Star Wars stuff lives and all the Marvel stuff lives.
Yeah.
And you pretty much already have it because every few months a new show comes out that you're wanting to watch. So
Are you looking for new subscribers? Because they're probably not coming on for the
Right.
Acolyte. They're probably
No.
already there.
Yeah. So I
Exactly.
don't really understand
I don't either.
how they think they're going to get their 180 million or what their...
Yeah, I don't get
How
it
do you
either.
get money
plan
from
is.
it? You're right. How do you get money from it?
Yeah.
I bought the Inara figure, so...
Well, merchandising
There you go.
is a big
Yeah.
part of what Star Wars
And especially like,
is.
the Acolyte was really kind of like a deep cut Star Wars fan. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, call myself a more casual fan. I'm not as, I love Star Wars, but not as much as you two do. But, I think for a lot of people, you would have people just kind of, you're more hard pressed to find just a casual person being like, well, now what's this? I mean, at
Right.
least I was more excited about it because I have you two being more excited about it, but
of course.
so again, I just don't think that was ever going to really drive all these new people.
Although I did read tweets, and of course, who knows how many people this represents, saying that they talked about people that sort of found their way into Star Wars through this because they didn't have to know the world to watch it, or maybe they saw themselves in a character they hadn't seen before. So I don't know.
Yeah, so it seems like it could only maybe bring in some new people that are trying it for a different look.
Yeah.
But again, all those people that are already liking Star Wars are already there. So I don't know what their expectation was.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not sure how in their minds.
Yeah, and again,
This
just start
works.
labeling things limited series like Obi-Wan. Wasn't that labeled like?
Yeah, I don't
kind of
think there
more of a
was an
limited-
expectation of
It
season
was
2
only
with
6
Obi-Wan.
episodes, right? So
Something like that.
yeah, maybe if they start managing our expectations a little bit better, that would help too. But when they leave it with with a cliffhanger at the end of sorts, and
Obi-Wan had closure.
yeah, it's kind of like you can't have it both ways. You got to make it stand alone, and then it's just kind of like an added bonus if you get an extra one. But
And they must be sending cuts to this to Disney. People are watching this show, and if they're not sending it to the people within Lucasfilm, like what's his name, Dave Filoni, and
Favreau,
the other guy, Favreau. Listen, you got to get notes. Like, you should be getting notes.
Yeah.
And if you took the notes and you told them to to make adjustments, and then you're like, yep, this is the show. Well, then what changed?
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. Why now?
You got
is
the
it-
green light from the main peeps.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's so frustrating.
And I wasn't a big fan of it when it started. I was like, whatever. But then I got into it. And then once I got to know the characters a little more, I mean, these are all new characters we've never seen before. They're Jedi. But
Right.
other than that, you don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
And, it might take 8 episodes to get used to them and get to know them. Like, even Yord. Yord annoyed me. By the end, I loved Yord. I thought he was cool. By the end, I love Vanestra, whatever, the green Jedi. I was like, she's pretty cool. And then when I went back and watched it, I watched like some of the episodes again. I'm like, I like this better now because I know who they are. And you need that first season to, and some people won't watch it till it's done if they know it's going to go somewhere. They won't even bother if they know it's like one and done and you're left with cliffhangers.
Right.
You're not going to find that audience. And people were getting really worried. For a while, someone said they pulled the Acolyte merchandise off Disney website, but it's back. 4 T-shirts.
Oh, it's back. It's back
4
now.
T-shirts, yeah.
Awesome.
They were scared it was going to get willowed, which is now, I guess, probably the term for
Oh,
just
God.
taking it away from. I would totally rewatch Willow if it was there.
Me too. I'll just put
But
it on
it's
for
not worth it. They
ambiance.
just got rid of it. Like, it never existed. And they were scared the
crazy.
Acolyte was going to go that route. I don't know if Disney cares enough to listen, but I mean, there's a petition. It's got like 35,000 something signatures. I don't think they care about that at
I
all,
don't think they do.
but whatever. But it's got a lot of negative backlash, and not just from random fans on Twitter,
Yeah.
like from publications that, again, Disney probably doesn't care about. But it did not go over well in any circle to cancel the Acolyte.
Yep.
Bob Iger recently purchased the ACFC, our local women's professional soccer team.
You're scared, aren't you?
So I'm really hoping that if these Star Wars fans write enough and say, we don't like the fact there's so many women. Why are there so many women on that team?
On that women's team.
Yeah, why are there so many, queer people or people of color? Get them out of there. Who knows what could happen?
I mean, does he have a majority share?
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he's definitely going to. Yes. So.
And Jennifer Gardner and Natalie Portman are okay with that?
I don't know if they have a say in it. If it's
Really?
that many shares. I don't know. I don't know. It's a done deal.
I mean, I feel like
Wow.
he's buying it probably for good reason.
Well, I guess.
He sees
but,
potential,
he
but-
started the Acolyte for good reason, too, but
I'm pretty sure Bob Iger didn't start the
he
Acolyte.
gave the green
Bob
light.
pitched it. He's like, I got an idea, guys.
You know what I want to see? Lesbian witches. Birth and split twins. People are already on Twitter, which has become just such a cesspool. They're already hating the Skeleton Crew. It's not out yet, but they saw a trailer, and it's too suburbia. Oh, this show's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
It's already decided.
Yeah. They got Agatha all along coming, too, and that's
Yeah.
got a lot of women in it.
Oh, boy.
And they're trying to do comedy, y'all.
Oh, boy.
How dare they?
We all know that women aren't funny.
I still think Agatha's, for some reason, in that accepted world.
Well, Wanda did great.
Right, because Wanda, it's
Well,
off of
Wanda had
Wanda.
a vision,
And, yes, Wanda
That's
had a
true.
vision.
And, he was nice, too.
you know what?
But
I guarantee you.
It was called WandaVision.
Well, here's the thing.
fair enough.
I think I probably follow Marvel more than any of us here because I'm kind of weirdly obsessed with it now.
Not weirdly.
The fans, they didn't grasp on like, oh my God, we need more Vision. They freaking love Wanda. They
Yeah.
want more Wanda. They want a Wanda movie. They went nuts when she showed up in a preview for Doctor Strange. I remember we went to see Spider-Man and they had a Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Wanda showed up and they lost their damn minds. They came out of that loving Wanda.
so interesting.
So we'll see how Agatha does.
Because Marvel fanboys are just as bad as Star Wars fanboys. Oh, maybe almost as bad.
Almost as bad. I mean, there was a lot of Marvels.
I mean, I was going to say, remember the Marvels,
yeah, the
guys?
Marvels.
Have we forgotten?
No, but I feel like there wasn't so much about Black Widow. They were kind of okay with Black
Because
Widow.
she was like an
they
OG
loved Wanda.
Avenger.
Yeah, it was just. I think it was just
They really don't like
Captain America, and I think Brie Larson came out and said
Captain
stuff about the fanboys not
Marvel.
whatever, and I
Yeah.
think that just stuck.
Yeah, they don't like Captain Marvel.
So whatever, they're stupid.
That's right, they are. That's what Wendy said. Wendy is a Emmy-nominated filmmaker.
Heard it here.
Well, and then Disney, I don't know what Disney's thought was with this. They came out with the Twitter announcement that, by the way, we wanted to cast Keanu Reeves
Oh, God.
as Jedi Master Soul, and it didn't work out for scheduling reasons. But we hope to cast Keanu in a future Star Wars project. And people are like, what the hell? Like, you cancel the show, and then you're like, oh, we tried to make it better. We wanted to give you Keanu Reeves, which I know you straight white boys just love, but we couldn't do it. And that's why maybe you didn't like it as much. But we tried. And people are like, and it's almost like the reaction was, don't try to do this crap.
Yeah.
Like, there's no word coming out. It's like, sorry. You know, there's nothing, no response to all the criticism of the cancellation or the cast or anything. It's just like, oh, well, we tried to get you Keanu Reeves, and it didn't work out.
also-
what the hell does that have to do with anything?
I
now?
know.
It's also insulting to the guy that you did cast.
Right.
Like,
We might not have liked him, but we didn't originally
he wasn't.
want to.
He was. Ugh.
But from what I heard, she wanted him. Like the showrunner, creator, Leslie, wanted him. So I don't know what Disney's doing with this. Why they're putting that out there right now.
Boy, that's their response.
I know.
Well, let's talk about a show that could come back
Okay.
and is it seems, I'm very confused by this. And that is Ted Lasso.
Yes.
So there is now some talk. So if you watch Ted Lasso on Apple Plus, the show concluded with its third season, and they pushed so much when they announced that this was going to be the last season that the show was designed for 3 seasons, and it's coming to the conclusion that everyone wants, and that they hadn't planned for it to go past the 3 seasons.
Okay.
They made a whole to do about it. It ended in a way that seemed that was exactly the case. That
Okay.
it was a great ending.
Okay.
I mean, spoiler alert, the show's been out for a year.
Sure.
So if you're looking to get into Ted Lasso, do it. It's a happy show. It's about, a guy from America that comes to coach the English football team. And, it's a very heartwarming, funny show. But it ended in a way that was to be expected, and it worked. And now, though, even though no one was really, I guess some people were asking, but I feel like they had done a pretty good job of kind of like quelling that, being like, okay,
Yeah.
this is, and then the way it ended, people loved the finale. It was a good finale. It left you, if anything, it left me wanting to see some of the side characters kind of have
like a
their own
spin-off.
thing. They thought there might be some fun spin-offs with like Keely and like Hannah Waddingham's character. I think I don't know how I feel about this, but this is what it is. Okay, so a lot of news outlets reporting, essentially saying, so Deadline first reported, I believe, that says Universal Television, that for Apple, who airs this show, has tapped a number of the show's core cast members to return for a not yet greenlit 4th season. Actors Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein, and Jeremy Swift have all had their options picked up by the studio. So they've gone through and picked up the options
Oh, okay.
for some of these characters. Co-creator Jason Sudeikis is said to be attached to the revival.
Revival.
Says to be attached to the revival again, and then
It's
it
not a
does
revival.
say in quotes, which feels silly to say considering the season 3 finale only debuted last year.
There you go.
So it's not clear yet which actors with SAG after contracts may return for the new season. So I guess there's the English contracts and then
Got it.
the SAG after contracts. So,
Okay. Interesting.
so they put that news out there
Yeah.
that they had picked up the options for some of them, for essentially the English actors,
Right.
but not the American actors. So, and then it says Jason Sudeikis
Is attached.
Attached? What does that mean?
Well,
but then say they picked up.
We had a story saying he was going to be involved in some capacity, possibly behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, that would be fine. I feel like it would feel really weird and forced to just bring Ted Lasso back to England.
Right.
So maybe it will be some sort of
More of a spin-off-y.
spin-off, which I'm fine with.
Okay.
I think that could be really fun.
Okay.
So okay, I just don't know. This just seems a little premature for me.
Right. Yeah.
That
Interesting.
it hasn't actually been greenlit, but they did pick up some options. So
Well, and how did we learn about this story? Did a studio announce it, or did someone in the contracts department be like, oh, we're picking up these actors?
I don't know. It just says Deadline reports that
Well-
Warner Brothers Television has tapped a number of the show's core cast members. I don't know if
Got it.
Warner Brothers put out
Right.
something.
I mean, we
Probably
ran
good.
the story this morning
Yeah.
on our show.
Yeah,
and
it's
usually
everywhere.
they have to verify certain things.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and again, I don't even really know what that means.
Yeah.
So, might
Huh.
get more Ted Lasso in some capacity, and I'm sure he'll make a cameo even if he's not in it.
It says Deadline exclusive. So yeah, Warner Brothers
That
would
Deadline.
have sent them
Deadline.
this nugget of info.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I guess we'll wait and see.
Deadline's on top of it.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. How did Deadline get to be such a big thing?
It's a great question.
I don't feel like it was always like that.
No.
Now it's like it's almost a thing unto itself. The Deadline
They
is
are, like,
releasing.
They're
on
a
top of
player.
it.
Yeah.
They a player.
Yeah.
They are. It used to be Variety and Hollywood Reporter were like
Right.
the two go-to trades. But yeah,
Right.
Deadline they scoop everything. They seem
Yeah.
to be the first ones to know about all this stuff.
Wow.
Good job, Deadline.
Yeah.
Good for you.
What else we got? Any other scoops?
I think that's all we got.
I feel gorged on
Yeah, we did a good job on these
the
snacks.
sweets.
We did a pretty
the
good job.
salty and the sweet.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there,
Had
Wendy?
some mules.
I'm good. This is like my diet normally. Chips, cookies, alcohol.
Another afternoon.
And then I think, why does my back hurt so
I
much?
read an article recently that said the foods to eat at 40 that will determine.
oh boy.
Hey,
Your
I didn't
health
stop
at
eating
70.
that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
And you know what? None of this was on. I'll just say none of this was on the
Not
list.
even popcorn? That's pretty healthy.
No.
Look, food gets boring
the
when you get
opposite.
old.
Interesting.
When you look at the lists when they publish about here's the foods not to eat, that might as well be my menu layout for the week because
Of what
those are
not
the
to
food.
eat? Yeah, that's your menu.
That's pretty much my food groups right there. I may regret it in some 15 years, but oh my god, I'm like 14 years from 70.
Let that soak in.
I'll let you know what it's like when we're doing podcast episode 5003. It's like, oh, I'm not feeling it today. Is all that those cookies, pizza rolls.
Oh,
mules.
my goodness.
Wow.
Good times.
I'm tired now.
Something to think about.
Well, listen, we have
Eat
this
healthy.
we have this book club
We're gonna finish it.
that we have taken in the entire summer, and we still haven't we haven't finished up the book. I haven't finished reading the book.
Reading's hard.
Wendy finished it like months
I didn't.
ago. I thought you did.
No.
Oh, you started before we did, but you didn't finish?
No.
Okay, good. I don't feel as bad.
I'm getting there.
All right, can we read the book? Looking at you, Chadwick. Can we
Yeah.
maybe read the book this week and talk about it next week?
Okay.
I have the
think
book
so.
on tape.
I
Let's
think
just
so.
try. I also think we maybe gave ourselves we assigned the second half of the book.
Yeah.
Just take some little nibbles. You know,
Right, right.
why do we have to finish the whole goddamn thing?
Because we just gotta
Teacher?
finish it or we'll never be
Okay,
done.
listen, Wendy. Obviously, this plan isn't working. So I think we should try smaller nibbles.
I've already forgotten what I just read because I listened to most of it a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna have to re-listen.
Yeah, you are gonna have to.
I forgot what
listen.
happened.
All right. Well, let's at least think about it.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing. We either got to commit or we don't.
We're committing.
Okay.
Read the goddamn book.
I'm ready. I'm
Reading the
committed.
book.
Then
Read the
we're
book.
okay.
Next week we finish that book.
Okay.
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 I mean, it's easy for me. It's book on tape. I'm gonna listen to it while I run.
All right.
Okay.
Look, I was
While you
driving to
run.
Disney one time, and I was like, I can't listen to sex and stuff while I'm driving at Disney
I'm
convention.
driving. I thought you said you were at Disney.
No.
I'm like, damn.
I had to
Wendy.
listen to Disney music. I just couldn't do
I
it.
see. Okay. All right.
I'll finish.
We're
I'm
doing
committed.
it. We're doing it. I'll let Ann.
Right.
I'll let Ann know.
Okay.
We're good readers.
When we can do the trailer though. God damn it.
I guess we gotta do. Yeah, that's right. So we did the Twitter poll, right?
Yeah, and
Wendy?
let's look at the final results. But it was like majority said, "Yeah, I want to hear about the trailer," because
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have broken
Okay.
it down, but I mean, it's still we don't even know when it's coming out, right?
Tara already looks
results are in.
exhausted.
All right, no, where you want to go?
90% said do the trailer.
Okay. Can you? Yeah, give me the other two.
5% said no, thanks, I'm good. I don't care what you people think about it.
No, thank you.
And then it might be that they just don't watch Winona, or could
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
true.
Then why would you vote?
because I vote on polls.
Okay.
I mean, we asked if they want us to
We
do
asked our
it.
listeners.
You're
We
right.
didn't ask our Winona Earp
Right.
watching listeners.
And then
fair.
5%
Okay.
said, well, I'm
That's
good
fair.
either way. But
Ambivalent.
90% said, please, yeah,
All
do
right.
it.
Okay.
So
We're
let's do
we're
it.
definitely gonna do it.
We're going to do
Well,
it.
then maybe that's it. It'll be. This is a production meeting. We'll do the breakdown and the book on the same episode. That's great.
Wow, two big assignments
Yeah.
on the. That's
Tara, the trailer
Okay.
is like 2 minutes.
You have
long.
time.
okay, but were we going to go through and make notes on everything?
Yeah.
we need to go through.
You're
There's
right.
prep work. Don't act like there's
No, I
no.
know.
You just
Oh,
watch
I
the
know.
trailer and me
No.
talk. Don't act like we just watch the trailer and me
Look.
talk
Right.
about it.
It's
Look.
homework. It's homework.
Kamala's dealing with like running for president. You can handle reading a book and watching a trailer.
Can you imagine how much work Kamala's doing at all
No,
times?
I can't.
Can you imagine how on Kamala has to be?
All the time.
We have to be on for like an hour.
Yeah,
every
and
week.
it's a lot.
Can't let down.
No,
She can't make any mistakes.
She can't be like, guys, you know what? I can't talk tonight. Can we
Yeah.
reschedule?
Be
The
like,
other
guys-
fool can and get away with it.
Right.
She
Yeah.
cannot.
No.
Yeah.
She cannot. She
You're
has to be
like,
perfect.
oh,
He
you know
can be
what?
a blithering idiot and still maybe
I'm
win.
exhausted. Yeah. Then you're like, oh,
Bet Porter
you're a
cannot.
bitch and you're a this and
Yeah.
you're a that. And
You laugh too much.
Yeah, you laugh.
You
Stop
said thank you
smiling.
like 50
You're so
times.
fake.
What was that?
Why are you always smiling? Ugh.
Joy is not a platform. You know what? Neither is hate. Shut up.
Shut up. Oh God, I hate
This is going to be look, we're probably going to be bitter until November 5th, 4th, or whatever it is. And then after that, we'll either be incredibly happy or we will just be
Or we're
crying on every
beyond-
podcast.
or we're
and
taking a couple
moving
months
to
off.
Canada.
Yeah, I don't know.
broadcasting live
Honestly,
from Canada.
if this country elects that buffoon over a brilliant, beautiful, smart, educated.
She's brilliant. She's beautiful. She is
I mean,
smart.
she's literally everything you could want in a leader.
She dresses very nice.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
love her pantsuits.
I am here for her pantsuits.
I'm still checking on that mug that is just a gay pride flag, but with Kamala wearing pantsuits. But it's just been sold out.
That's that's pretty good.
it's going to be a rough few months in America. That's all I'm saying.
It is.
Oh, Kamala. God bless you.
All right.
Brave.
Anyway,
Well,
we'll
brave
listen. We'll figure all this out. We'll figure out what we're
We
doing.
don't want to air our dirty laundry
No.
in front of you.
We're just going to compare ourselves to Kamala, our work ethic to Kamala's.
Yeah, yeah. How many queer books does she read in a week?
You know what? Probably 5, to be honest. She probably reads 5 just to make sure she's up on everything she needs to be up on
Yeah, you're probably
somehow.
right. You're probably right. She's probably already done a breakdown
what?
of the Winona trailer.
Don't complain.
She's red cleat.
What do we say? What do we say? What did Michelle Obama say?
Do something.
Do something.
something.
Read the book.
Read
Watch the trailer.
book.
Stop being lazy. Do something, son of a bitch. Let's do it.
Why are you yelling
I'm
at
getting
us?
spicy. By the way, if you did not watch the DNC,
so
Michelle Obama,
mad right
Michelle
now.
Obama lit it up.
Oh, I think she killed it. I think
She
she did a
killed
better
it.
job than her husband did.
Oh, 100%.
And he did a great job, but-
100%.
but
She
she
was
killed
on
it.
fire.
Yeah,
like that
she's
was
good.
one of, as was quoted by other people, one of the best convention speeches you'll ever hear, and it was.
Yeah.
And then I thought Kamala. I mean, she did. I mean, she was right up there.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
she was
did.
fantastic.
She looked very presidential.
Don't mean to get into U.S. politics, but look, if any of y'all want to temporarily relocate to America, become
Yeah.
citizens, and then vote, and then just go back home,
Oh, that'd be
we'll
great.
take
Do
it.
that in a couple months?
Yeah.
we can work that
We'll
out in a
take
couple
it.
months.
That'd be great.
We need it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
The rest of you might pay in the future
Yeah.
if you don't.
Exactly. Can you donate to foreign presidential elections?
I'm sure you can.
I don't know.
I don't
think you
know.
can. That seems a little shady, actually.
It does seem shady.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Trump's biggest supporter, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Putin Inc.
Like, oh, it's my number one fan. It's a friend of mine.
Very good person.
He's a good
Very
person.
good person.
He's a good person. Oh no. Okay, we gotta go. We're doing
on-
Trump impersonations. I think it's time.
Too many mules. We're on the Twitter at Snop Podcast with 1D. Oh, by the way, Linda Carter starting Geeks, if you're in America, Geeks and Nerds for Harris Waltz.
Love
It's
it.
on Twitter.
Love it.
Join it. Wonder Woman.
Come on.
You gotta sign up.
Wonder Woman for Kamala.
That's
Come on.
pretty good. Good endorsement.
Oh yeah, my thing is there's Facebook and Instagram.
Do you ever look at our Instagram anymore?
Yes, I post on all the thing.
Okay, I don't know.
I post on. I'm the one posting on it. Who you think's posting on it?
I don't know. I don't know how to do Instagram
Oh
well.
my god! Wow.
I just
I
read
feel
it.
attacked.
Yeah, Wendy's fired up.
I'm
I think,
sorry.
I
I
think,
haven't
fired up.
posted as much as I should.
I think this
recently.
trophy
Does
has
anyone-
gone to her
we're
head.
We're looking for a social media
Manager.
if anyone out there is interested.
Yeah, if you go to our website, you can see all of our job postings. We're looking for some people.
If you're really into social media. And that would be She Nerds Out Podcast. That's our handle.
And then, if you want to send us an email, I'm looking at Wendy to make sure she doesn't start yelling at me. You can send that to shenerdsOut@gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you're thinking. And also, you can go to our website, shenerdsOut.com, to not only look at our job listings, but also catch up on old episodes, check out some merch.
More of a volunteer opportunities.
That is a good way to say it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
a lot of, we have a lot of internships available for credit.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
We can give you if you're on community service, we can give you some volunteer hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're mandated by the state,
Yeah.
we might be able to get you to qualify.
Yeah. We can, listen, we'll look at it. We'll look at that paperwork, whatever we can do.
Y'all done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you guys in person, seeing your faces.
Always.
Doing all this stuff. And until we meet again, She Nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Do you even check the email, Kat? Do you even look at it?
Yeah, of
When's the
course.
last time you looked at
Are you
it?
kidding?
Do you even
listen,
look at it?
Listen, Wendy. How dare you? I looked at it right before I sent it.